There's another man down. We have another man down. Man, I don't know about this one. There's another guy talking about mental reps. Let's talk about mental reps. Welcome to Bart. Next stop, injury court.
Just win, baby.
That's what we trying to do. We just trying to win, baby. What's good with it? It's your boy Black, the quarterback, and I'm with my nizzle for shizzle pizzle. And
What's
you're on the
up?
Bart, the Barriers Raider Talk. What's up with you, brethren?
Not much. What's going down with you?
Oh man, I can't call it just the dog days of summer. And we just gonna talk a couple things. Football, Raider football. We're gonna talk about more mental reps. We're gonna talk about the new wide receiver edition and what that might mean to the wide receiver room. So we're going to talk about Nakobe Dean today. Should we be concerned? Did we spend the bag on something that we probably shouldn't have spent the bag on? Was it a good business decision? We're going to see what you guys think. I'm going to see what you think, and we're going to go from there, though. But I don't know. Have you heard about the new wide receiver that we picked up?
Yep. I checked him out.
Yeah, he's related to Chad Johnson, Ocho Cinco, Brandon Johnson. He is a pro. He's been in the league for a couple of years, well, a little bit more than a few years. Let's just take a look at some of his highlights. So we signed Brandon Johnson. He took the place of Corey Rucker, who's on injured reserve now. And so he's been in the league for 4 seasons, and he spent a lot of time on various practice squads. So his total stats is probably modest because he's been going from here to there to everywhere. But he is a big body, physical wide receiver who is the definition of an NFL grinder. He spent his first 2 seasons, 22 and 23, with the Broncos, whereas he put up most of his stats. He broke out in 2023 when he caught 19 passes for 284 yards and 4 touchdowns. We always in the highlights. The Raiders are always in the highlights, and that made him the second highest touchdown scorer for the Broncos that year. And he averaged a pretty decent 14.9 yards per catch that season, proving he can be a legitimate deep threat and a red zone threat. But since then, he's been a bit of a journeyman. He's been in different practice squads of the Steelers and the Bucks. So y'all wonder, why did we get him though? So he's built major chemistry with the Raiders staff. He previously was under the tutelage of Clint Kubiak before in Denver when he was the offensive coordinator, and he's reuniting with wide receiver coach Zach Gazani for the third time in his career. One time in Denver, one time in Pittsburgh, and here again. So that gives us a reliable big body depth piece who already know the offensive schemes. So what do you think about this gentleman so far?
Yeah, he looks like he's all right. He can catch the ball. He can run. He's all right. I'm not super duper impressed or anything. This is an all right catch. Keeping your eye on the ball. Staying focused.
What I do like about him is he has soft hands. When you see the ball go in, it doesn't fumble around a lot. It's natural. It's
Yeah.
natural catching. It's like you're not worried about him catching the ball. It's just how the ball just naturally falls into his hands. Look how soft it is. Now, where his issue is for me is his speed, but he's more like a possession receiver. He's going to catch the ball and not many yards after catch. He's not that hard to tackle.
Yeah, no, but he's got a little weight to him, so he can push. He can push a little bit. You know, he's not a light body where, you know, like he's able to drive through somebody, whereas a lighter guy won't. You know. A lighter guy will rely on more of making a move, making a cut or something, you know, trying to make a miss.
Yeah, so I think he's all right. A lot of people are saying he's a camp body. Could very well be a camp body. I don't know. Somebody that can come in, and it depends on how he play and when he gets the opportunity. Unfortunately, Corey Rucker injured himself though. What's good with it? What's good with it, Freddie?
That's good.
So Alfredo, but I don't know. I won't really know until these guys start hitting. That's when I really know what these receivers are made of and their ability to remember the plays. And that's why he's here, because he already have familiarity with the offense or the concepts at least. So that gives him advantage coming into camp. But he's a person who's been traveling around trying to catch fire. So if he needs an opportunity to kind of get a job, this is the time right now.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Like, we're gonna pull up Homeboy's tape. We're gonna pull up Jackson's tape. I think Jackson's a little bit faster, and
Yeah, he might be faster. I would think that. He doesn't have as much as
experience.
experience, so
Is that what you're talking about? Experience?
yeah, he doesn't have as much experience. But the wide receiver room is pretty deep as it is anyway. I wonder how many wide receivers we're gonna keep.
I don't know.
How many would you guess if you had to guess?
Oh, 4 or 5, maybe 6. It depends on if we're gonna run, you know, because you got to keep someone around, 1 or 2 around in case we have an injury or something. But it also depends how we're gonna run a 4 wide receiver set. We're gonna run a 3 wide receiver set. You know, what are we doing?
Well,
You know, we're gonna run 5 with an empty backfield, or we're gonna run. You know, we're gonna run.
so you don't have an idea based on the Kubiak system about how many wide receivers we're gonna run with? Sometimes 2, sometimes 3.
Yeah.
So I think we'll keep like 6 wide receivers.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, 6 or 7, somewhere right around there. You got to have a little bit of depth there too, you know.
Yeah, so if there's 6 wide receivers, let's run off the wide receivers that you feel like we're gonna keep already.
All right. So let's see who we got. We got well, obviously we got Tucker, right? We got Tucker. We got the dude from Minnesota. We got Tucker. We got that dude. We got Thornton Jr. We got Thornton Jr. Right, so that's 3. We got Beck. That's 4. We got Samari Jackson. That's 5, and then we got Brandon. Samari Jackson, and then we got Brandon, which is 6. Huh?
Who? Samari Jackson. Who is that?
Well, I thought that was Bo Jackson's nephew's name.
Brendan Jackson, I think his name or whatever. Is it Brendan Jackson?
No, Brandon Johnson is the guy's wide receiver's name that we picked up. I think Samari Jackson.
I'm talking about Bo Jack is not. Who is Samari? I don't.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe
Let
I'm
me see.
confused.
Hold on. I see Brennan Jackson. Brennan Jackson. Brandon Johnson.
Oh, okay. So there are two Brandons. Okay. I was confused then.
Okay, let's see. Let's take a look at some of the.
What's crafting, James Purple?
This is a defensive player.
Yeah, that's definitely not him.
So why did they have him on the Raiders? Right here. Oh, he played for us for 2024. Also, it might have been Brendan Rice. What is Bo Jackson's nephew name? Y'all know? I forgot. What's up with it? What's up with Willie Wayne? What's up with James? But either way it goes. So we have Naylor, Trey Tucker, Thornton, Besh. That's four right there. Then you have Malik Benson. That's five. And then who else? You have probably like one or two receiver spots for these
Yeah.
guys. One or two receiver spots for these guys.
It's Shedrick Raider or something. Yeah, Shedrick Raider, Shedrick Jackson. Willie Wayne was cracking. Shedrick. It was my bad. I was mispronouncing it. I had the whole wrong name.
Oh,
It's all good though.
okay.
Well, all righty then.
Let's take a look at your boy.
I was trying to.
Yeah,
I just know he just put up 6 right there, 25-yard touchdown pass. We'll take that.
yeah. So I'm pretty happy with him and his opportunity getting a chance to come in and play. Hopefully he could make the roster, make that last roster spot. Mr. Bo Jackson Jr. No, I won't call him Bo Jackson Jr., but you know.
Yeah. Bo's nephew, great nephew. He looks like he got some talent. He definitely looks like he got some speed and some talent. So, you know, kid comes from great genes. That's all I can tell you.
Maybe it will go to a veteran because we have a lot of young wide receivers, and that's where I guess Brandon Johnson comes in. He's slightly a veteran. I've said that I think we do need a veteran to come in, a veteran wide receiver to come in.
Yeah, you were saying that. No doubt about it. You said that.
All right, let's talk about your boy Nakobe Dean. Nakobe Dean. So a lot of people were trying to figure out what was going on with Nakobe, and he wasn't practicing, but he was in the facility for the day that they announced the team or whatnot. What was that? What they call it, media day.
Yep.
So But let's take a look at your boy. So let's look at his injury history. So he was present and he was a non-participant in the mandatory minicamp this year. So he's been continuing this long time rehab.
Right.
Coach Kubiak confirmed yesterday that getting him 100% ready for training camp is what's important. So in December in 2025, during his final season with the Eagles, he suffered a hamstring injury in Week 16 against the Commanders that caused him to miss the remainder of the regular season. And then prior to that, in January, he suffered a severe knee injury, a torn patella tendon, during the Eagles' playoff run against the Packers. But they won, though, forcing him into the IR and requiring major surgery. So that is big, and his injuries go back from even in college. Because even in college, as a true freshman, he battled injuries that limited his time too. So, and then when he got to the Eagles in 2023, he had a Liz Frank foot injury in Week 1, suffered a right foot Liz Frank sprain that landed him on the IR, forced him to miss multiple weeks. Then November of 23, just a few games after returning, he re-aggravated that same Liz Frank injury. He had to undergo surgery and was placed on IR for the second time, ending the season after playing only 5 games. Then January 2025 was where he tore his patella tendon, which is, and the average recovery time for that is anywhere from 9 to 12 months. Although it could take up to like a year and a half to fully regain pre-injury power and explosiveness. So he would just not really be getting to his full potential right now. But he went on and injured his hamstring in Week 16 last year. I mean, wait, what was it? Week 16, and he's just been kind of hurt since then. Like just injuries on top of injuries on top of injuries.
Is this Brandon Johnson?
No, this is Nakobe Dean.
Oh yeah, then yeah, he's got a lot of injuries, bro. He's got yeah. I guess we took a big chance on this guy, but he sounds like
So
he's got an injury problem.
what's up with Jack Gustav? Eric was good with you. And so here's his contract, how it breaks down. 3 years, $36 million. So it's about $12 million a year, make him one of the top paid linebackers in the NFL. Houseway. You got 20 million fully guaranteed, 5.75 million guaranteed bonus. And because 20 million is fully guaranteed, the Raiders are heavily locked in on him for at least 2 seasons, regardless of his availability. So I didn't know about a lot about this guy coming in. A lot of people were big on this signing, and I just kind of went with it because I know we need linebackers, and I was just hoping that for the best. But then now he's already taking mental reps. He done had 2 major injuries in a couple years. Liz Frank foot injuries, patella tendon knee injuries. All these is like lower body injuries.
Soft tissue injuries. Is that what you're talking about?
Well, a soft tissue injury would probably be his hamstring, but I'm talking about the patella surgery and the Liz Frank surgery on his foot.
Well, you can't. You got to have your wheels.
Yeah, he missed 19 games in three seasons.
Yeah, goddamn. There's 3 seasons, 17, 17, and 17, right? So he's only played like a season and a half.
Yeah, so the mere fact that, Kubiak was refusing to talk about the injury in minicamp is like, that's what brought a lot of smoke. And where there's smoke, sometimes there's fire.
Oh yeah, we
And
found the fire.
we look like we found the fire here. It might not be, it could be, his hamstring and maybe, getting his knee back together or whatever and giving him full chance to be fully rested coming into camp. I can see that. I just don't like that we're starting off this way with him already. He's already supposedly going to be the green dot linebacker. Like that's not good.
No bueno. Where's Bueno at? No bueno.
So I don't know. The fact that we gave him $20 million guaranteed, that concerns me. I know we had to go out and make a play on some linebackers, but so what do you think we should do in this the position that we're in when it comes to our linebackers?
Get ready for him to be hurt. That's all. You hope for the best, but you plan for the worst, right? That's all you can do at this point. I mean, I don't know what they were looking at. I mean, I was on board because they're great communicators. They played in college, and they're good teammates. So but if one of them can't stay healthy, that's not going to really help us. That's a minus sign. And having all those injuries is what did you say? He missed 19 games in 3 seasons. That's a lot of games. That's a lot of games.
It is a lot of games, and our defense is going to be predicated on our linebacking play.
Yes, it is.
Um, and I would hate to start off Coach Robbie's tenure as a coach with a glaring hole in the middle of our defense.
Yeah, but they put the hole there. There wasn't another linebacker out there. I don't know. I just don't know. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's definitely a question mark now for me. Definitely, I'm definitely kind of concerned about it a little bit. He might be able to get through the next couple of years without being hurt. I mean, he's due, right? We got to play the odds. He's been hurt 2 years in a row or whatever. So hopefully, hopefully he won't hit snake eyes this time, and he'll roll it. Hopefully he'll roll a 7 instead of crapping out.
so essentially we're just hoping right now.
Yeah, it's a hope and a prayer, bro. It's Bon Jovi, living on a prayer.
Yeah, I don't particularly like that. This is kind of giving me uh, overpaid for this move. We probably could have did better in this situation when it comes to the linebacker, uh, because we made him one of the highest paid linebackers, and
I agree.
he already has a history, and he already has a history of being injured. So I don't understand why would you give him that much money, and we're locked in for 2 years.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's one of those. Not a good deal for us. That's for sure. That's what that is for me. Like he just scored big time. He just got lucky. But you know, the Raiders are just hoping that he's going to be all right for the next couple of years. I don't know how good that's going to work for us exactly, but that's what it seems to be.
Yeah, well, on the scale of 1 to 10, what is your concern level? Are you highly concerned at 10? Mid-league concern at 5, or not concerned at all at 1 or 2?
I'm at probably an 8 because I don't think 7 should be there because everyone will probably say 7. So for me there's no 7 or no 3. So I go 8. I'll go 8. I'm not. I'm super concerned about it. See, look at there you go right there. There's a 7.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm probably at about equally at about a 7. But
See,
if I didn't have to pick for 7, I'll go with a 6.5 or something like that. I'm concerned, but I'm not highly concerned yet because I think he's probably just rehabbing old injuries. Hamstrings, you definitely want to give them rest because once that starts messing up, then it kind of lingers all year long. And
oh yeah.
hopefully his knee injury is kind of gotten to the point where it's not a big bother like that. So giving him this whole time off and then this next 3 weeks where he can come into camp ready, then we'll see. If he taking mental reps in camp, you know how I feel about it is mental reps. That just means you mentally not gonna start. But we're gonna probably have to start him anyway because he's already on the books. And this is what I don't understand. Like when people keep coming at Max about, well, he makes this money and we expect this for him. And I'm like, you guys don't look at the other players and see how they're not living up to their contracts or their responsibilities. Like
Yeah,
all
but I
those
don't put
little
this on. I don't put this on Dean. I put this on the Raider front office. Like they didn't make. He's just doing what he's supposed to do. We're supposed to look back at that and be like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We should do that. I don't know. If that's a good move for our organization at this point. That's what we're supposed to do. Our front office is supposed to be like pump the brakes. Instead, they went all gas and no brakes.
Yeah, well, being that they signed him though, so now he has some level of responsibility to show up. We didn't pay him $36 million just to be hurt. That's not what we paid him for.
I agree. What up, Sacktown? I agree 100%.
We didn't pay him that much. So I don't know. How much are you guys concerned about this? Like I said, I'm at about 6.5.
What
If
up,
it was
Bellis?
camp, and he is injured or sitting on the sideline, I'm gonna be highly, highly frustrated because once the defense gets a gelling and start playing good, the last person that we need to go out is our middle linebacker or a green dot linebacker. So I think we put a lot of money on him. In his, we put a lot of responsibility on him, and I don't know if he's able to handle it. I just don't.
That's what I'm worried about. We put all this stuff on him, and I don't know if he's going to be able to hang in there. I'm worried about. I'm worried about him getting hurt. But that's just me. Maybe I'm just a little over anxious about it. But with everything you just named off, yeah, I'm a little over anxious about it. I'm not exactly. Happy about this move now. But hopefully he
Second,
can play and he'll be all right. But I don't know. Linebackers get a lot of action. It's a physical position. And if you
Freddie
want,
B said, I feel like it's going to be a problem all year. We got to get White back or bring in Wagner to help out. I don't think Wagner wants to come here. That would be good that we could get Wagner maybe, but I do agree that we might need to get White back in there
Yeah, I
because
don't know where. I don't. I thought we let him go already. I thought Devon
yeah,
White was released already. I don't know.
yeah, but we can resign him, right?
Yeah, I don't know if somebody picked him up or not. Yeah, we
Yeah, I
can
don't think
resign him if he's
anybody
available.
picked him up, but
I mean, he had
we,
150 tackles or something last year, dude. People, that's a lot of numbers. People are going to like that.
yeah, I think we definitely need to bring some more linebackers in. We bringing in receivers and all that. We need to bring in some linebackers. I think it is going to be an issue for us all year long because even if he goes out like a couple weeks, he's going to sit out a week or two and come back, and then we're going to be wondering if he's ever going to get back to full health and all that. I just think it's going to be an issue all year long. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm inaccurate. I just foresee it to be an issue. So I don't know. I don't know what you guys think.
But yeah, I'm hoping I'm overreacting too, but I just have to go on the past. And the past couple of years, he's been injured. So, we just got to hurry up and wait. We got to see how it is. Maybe it's the cold weather out there, and what was he? The Packers.
The Eagles.
Yeah, maybe it's the cold weather out there. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, drop it down. Drop the comments down in the comments and see. I wanted to see what you guys really feel about this. If it's something I'm overreacting on, is it something we shouldn't worry about, or should we just hold our breath and see? So let me know in the comments. Let's see. Anything else that we got going on right now? 'Cause, um, no, no return for our guy Ruggs. Ruggs was denied his paperwork, so we got to wait another year to see if he's going to get out of jail. I'm praying for that guy. Hopefully, he gets a second chance. But it looks his window of opportunity is getting smaller and smaller.
Yeah, every year that goes by, he gets older. It gets a little bit smaller. Everyone
When we
deserves a second chance, but he's got to do what he's got to pay his debt to society before he gets a second chance.
I don't know. It's a good question. I don't know what they're gonna do about the Christian Wilkins situation. I might need to look into that because I'm telling y'all, he gonna end up getting some of that money.
Oh no, he ain't. No, he he came over here and acted way out of line. He
I
started
don't mean
doing
he
stuff.
don't get his money.
He made it a bad environment for other players and everybody else. That's why they had to let him go. That
That
was
doesn't
on
mean he
him.
doesn't get his money.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
He's still under contract. And if you
Now
waive
when you
somebody,
now
you
when you
hire
start
somebody,
doing
you don't get.
now when you're making other players and everybody else uncomfortable like that, you're not. Yeah, because I'm sure they got a little clause in there that says if you can't get along with others, you got to go.
He don't say you don't get your money.
I don't know.
Name a player that because he wasn't a good locker room guy that he didn't get his
Well, it
money
wasn't because he wasn't a locker room guy. He did some funny shit.
in the locker room. Like,
Yeah,
so what? Name a player that didn't get his money because of that.
I don't know another player that's done that funny shit in the locker room though.
He's not the only one. He ain't the only one that done it.
Well, I don't know. Like I haven't heard of any other funny motherfucker doing that funny kind of stuff. Because
Yeah,
to me, that
well,
kind of stuff ain't funny.
it probably isn't, but that doesn't mean he don't get his money though.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's why they got lawyers.
Yeah.
that's why.
But
That's why they got
there's
lawyers.
nothing in the contract that say if you don't get along with your teammates, you don't get your number.
Well, it depends when you come on to somebody like that, bro. When you come on to somebody funny like that, of course you made the whole team uncomfortable.
That still don't make
Even if he was playing, that's nothing to play about.
okay, but that still doesn't make his contract null and void because he made teammates feel uncomfortable. That isn't
Yeah.
null and
Well,
void.
none of
And you're saying that that's why they have lawyers, but it's because it's the law.
well,
So I don't understand, like, just because
that's some sexual harassment shit.
okay, so that still doesn't mean he doesn't get his contract.
So when if you're under contract and you commit
And
some
you're saying
sexual,
it's sexual harassment because I've never heard it was sexual harassment.
well, I
I've
don't
never
know.
heard that.
Okay, I don't know what I don't know what you heard, but I know what I heard is I might have been I might have heard something different. I don't know, but
Yeah, you might have heard he did things that was detrimental to the conduct of the team. Like you might have heard that, but you didn't hear sexual harassment.
I heard he tried to kiss somebody else.
But did you hear sexual harassment as being the reason why
Oh,
they
is
terminated
somebody?
the contract?
It's well, I guess the other guy liked it then. I don't know.
No, I'm just saying. Did they say
I
that he
mean,
was sexually harassing somebody?
yeah.
I'm just asking you what they're saying. I
I'm
don't.
just saying, if somebody's trying to
I
kiss
never
you and
heard it.
shit at work and in the locker room and shit, and he's not swinging that way or whatever, yeah, that's sexual harassment, bro.
You can call it that, and it may be that, but did the Raiders say they waived him because of sexual harassment? That's what I'm asking.
I don't know if they'll do that to him. I don't know if they'll put that on his name. They could potentially, but I don't know if they'll do that and ruin his reputation or whatever. They could be cool about it, but they could also be dicks. It depends on how the Raiders want to handle it. I don't know. That's what I said. That's what they're talking about. That's why they got lawyers talking about it. Like that's just what I heard. I don't know. Allegedly.
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 Alleged. Let's say alleged. Just make sure we keep it alleged.
All right, alleged. It was alleged that this stuff happened in the locker room.
I agree.
Yeah.
Conduct detrimental to the team happens all the time. Yeah, and that doesn't mean that he didn't do something that was of that nature, because I believe he did. Because that's what I was telling everybody when everybody was trying to say it was something else. And then when one of the players came out and said something about it, I kind of read between the lines. But either way it goes, because everybody was trying to say that it was he wouldn't come back and play when he was injured. I was trying to tell you guys about the workers' compensation side about it. Like the employer can't make you come back to work if you're not ready. They can't, and they're going to try to force him to come back. And if they waive him because of that, he's going to get his money. So
yeah, I don't think they waived him because of that, though.
okay, but so what did they wait? Can you look it up? What did they
No,
waive him for?
I don't. I can't look it up. That I can't do. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna find out if he's gonna get his money or not. He's probably gonna get some of it, but I don't know if he's gonna get all of it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I would look at it. I would think that that's how it would go down. I mean, he was what he played one. He played a couple of games and then he got injured for a year, right? And then on his way back into playing, this locker room stuff popped off. Am I wrong? Am I wrong about the timing?
Well, I'm just telling you what they said. It said due to contentiousness over his foot injury rehab and a subsequent workplace conduct incident.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So the main thing was
His
his
non his,
injury. He wouldn't come back from his injury. And
yeah,
so
he
since
was
he wouldn't come back from his injury, they were like, we're going to put this locker room thing on you. It's not like they didn't know who he was to begin with. Like he already had a track record acting like that. So they were like, okay, we're going to use this as a loophole to get up out of it. And that may be true. They're going to get out of it, but they're going to pay something. They're not going to just waive his whole contract because of that. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he's going to get his whole check or nothing. I'm just saying for waiving him, they're going to have to pay something. And like Sacktown say, or what? No, Freddie said he just want to know so he can, when we going to get that dead cap off the books. Yeah. I'm with you on that. When we gonna get the dead cap off the books? We need a linebacker.
we need something. We're gonna need something.
Sacktown Raider Mike says it's gonna take a couple years to build up some depth on this team. Raiders took a step forward. Step
Yep,
towards that this year, in my opinion. I agree with you.
Yep, it's gonna take a few years.
He wasn't doing what the team doctors told him to do. Yeah, the thing is, the team doctors is a recommendation. If you have your own doctor, you don't have to listen to the team doctor. Because if the team doctor tell you to come back and your personal doctor says you not to come back, you can follow your personal doctor, and the team doctor can't hold that against you. The team can't hold that against you.
Right.
Can't. Because if they say you want surgery and you say I don't want surgery, they have to go with what you say and rehab you accordingly, and not fire you because of that.
Well, yeah, well, he definitely gave him a reason to fire him.
He did do that. That he did do. Yep. All right, peoples. Make sure y'all hit the like, subscribe, because you know I'm a Raider. I'm a Raider.
I'm ready now.
I'm ready now.
I'm a raider from the Bay to LA to Las Vegas. Recipes to Al Davis.